The bathroom was spinning. Amara gripped the edge of the sink, her knuckles white, her breathing shallow. The white plastic stick sat on the counter, mocking her with its 2 pink lines. No, this can't be real. Hotel room with floor-to-ceiling windows, 2 million naira in an envelope. Her hands flew to her mouth as the sob broke free. Deep, guttural. The kind of crying that came from somewhere dark and hopeless. I don't even know his name, she choked out between sobs. I don't know his name. What would you do if you discovered you were pregnant by a man you'd never see again? A man whose name you didn't even know. Hospital bed. I'm sorry. What? The nurse gestured toward the hallway. Can we speak outside? Amara squeezed her mother's frail hand. I'll be right back, Mama. She looked down at the paper again. 3 million naira. She worked selling clothes online. On a good month, she made maybe 80,000 naira. She had 47,000 in her account right now. How long do I have to get the money? 72 hours after that. The nurse didn't finish. She didn't need to. Amara walked back into the room in a daze. Her mother was sleeping, her breathing shallow and labored. Once strong and vibrant. Now she looked like a ghost. I'm going to save you, Mama, Amara whispered, tears streaming down her face. I don't know how, but I'm going to save you. That night, Amara sat on the floor of their small apartment in Yaba, staring at her phone. Jessica had texted hours ago, but Amara had been too scared to open it. Now, with her mother dying and no options left, she finally clicked on the message. Girl, I know what I'm about to say sounds crazy, but if you really need money fast, I know a way. Call me. Amara's finger hovered over the call button for a full minute before she pressed it. Jessica picked up on the first ring. Amara? Tell me, Amara said, her voice shaking. Tell me this way you're talking about. Jessica was quiet for a moment. Are you sure you want to know? My mother is dying, Jessica. I have 72 hours to find 3 million naira. So, yes. Tell me. Okay. Jessica took a deep breath. There are men, very rich men. They pay girls for company, just for one night. Amara's stomach dropped. You mean, yes, but Amara, these men pay good money, like serious money. I know a girl who got 2 million naira for one night. 2 million. Jessica, I can't. Then what are you going to do? Let your mother die? Because that's what's going to happen if you don't find that money. Amara closed her eyes. Tears leaked out and ran down her cheeks. If I did this, how would I even... Eclipse Lounge, tomorrow night. Wear something nice. I'll connect you with someone who handles these arrangements. But, Amara, Jessica's voice softened. Once you do this, you can't take it back. You need to be sure. Amara thought about her mother's labored breathing, the way she'd smiled weakly this morning and said, Don't worry about me, my daughter. God will provide. I'll do it, Amara whispered. Set it up. Eclipse Lounge, the next night. You look terrified. Amara jumped. A woman in a tight red dress had appeared beside her.
They do this all the time.
This must
You're
be
pretty.
Sandra,
Natural. That's
the one
good.
Jessica had told her about. I am terrified, Amara admitted. Sandra smiled. At least you're honest. Most girls try to pretend they do this all the time. She looked Amara up and down, assessing. You're pretty. Natural. That's good. These men get tired of girls caked in makeup trying too hard. What do I have to do? Just be yourself. Be nice. Let him take the lead. And when it's over, take the money and leave quietly. Simple. Simple. As if selling your body could ever be simple. How much will he pay? Amara's voice was barely audible over the club music. 2 million, cash, tonight. Amara's knees almost buckled. 2 million. Combined with what she could borrow, it would be enough to save her mother. He'll be here in 10 minutes. Wait in that private booth. Sandra pointed to a secluded area. And Amara? Try to smile. These men want to feel desired, not like they're paying for a funeral. The man. When he walked in, Amara's breath caught. He wasn't what she expected. No flashy jewelry, no designer suit, just dark jeans and a simple black shirt. But the way he carried himself, confident, commanding, like he owned every room he entered, that told her this man was exactly what Sandra had promised. Powerful, wealthy, dangerous. He sat down across from her, his dark eyes studying her face. "You're nervous," he said. It wasn't a question. Yes. Why are you here? The question surprised her. I need the money. He nodded slowly. At least you're honest. Most girls pretend they're here for fun. He poured champagne into 2 glasses. Drink. It'll help. I don't usually drink. Tonight you do. Amara took the glass with shaking hands and drank. The champagne was cold, expensive, nothing like the cheap wine she'd had at her cousin's wedding last year. "What's your name?" she asked, desperate to make this feel less transactional. "Does it matter?" I guess not." He poured her more champagne, then more. The room started to blur at the edges. The music seemed farther away. "Come on," he said, standing and offering his hand. "Let's go somewhere more private." The hotel. The hotel room was on the 25th floor of a luxury building in Ikoyi. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked Lagos. The city, lights twinkling like stars. "It's beautiful," Amara whispered. "It's just a view." He poured more champagne. Amara drank, trying to quiet the voice in her head, screaming at her to run. "For Mama. I'm doing this for Mama." What happened next was a blur of champagne and shame and hands that felt like they belonged to someone else's body. Amara closed her eyes and pretended she was somewhere, anywhere else. When it was over, he got dressed in silence. Then he pulled an envelope from his jacket and handed it to her. 2 million. As agreed. Amara took it with numb fingers. He paused at the door. "Are you going to be okay? Does it matter?" She threw his earlier words back at him. For a moment, something flickered in his eyes. Guilt? Regret? But then it was gone. "Take care of yourself," he said, and then he was gone. Amara sat on the edge of the hotel bed, clutching the envelope, and sobbed until she had nothing left inside. The surgery. The next morning, Amara brought the money to the hospital. The surgery was scheduled immediately. "Where did you get this?" her mother asked weakly before they wheeled her away. "I borrowed it from friends, Mama. Don't worry." "Thank you, my daughter. Thank you." The surgery was successful. The doctors said with months of recovery and treatment, her mother would live. Amara should have felt relief, joy. Instead, she felt empty, hollow, like she'd sold a piece of her soul and could never get it back. But her mother was alive. That had to be enough. 2 weeks later, the bathroom. Which brings us back to that bathroom. That pregnancy test. That moment when Amara's world shattered all over again. "Amara, are you in there?" Her mother's voice came through the door. Amara quickly wiped her tears and shoved the test into her pocket. "I'm fine, Mama. Just getting ready for work." But she wasn't fine. For 3 days, Amara barely functioned. She couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Her mind raced with impossible questions. How do I tell Mama? How will I raise a child alone? How do I even find the father? On the fourth day, desperation drove her back to Eclipse Lounge. The search. Sandra was in the same VIP section, laughing with other girls. Sandra! Sandra turned, her smile fading when she saw Amara's face. She pulled her aside. What are you doing here? The man. The one you introduced me to. I need to find him. Sandra's eyes widened. Girl, are you crazy? These arrangements are anonymous. That's the whole point. Please, it's important. Amara's voice dropped to a whisper. I'm pregnant. Sandra's expression hardened. That's your problem. These men pay for one night. No strings. No consequences. You knew that. I just need his name, a phone number, something. I don't have it. I was just the connector. Someone else handles the actual clients. Then give me their number. Sandra sighed and scribbled on a napkin. Call this, but I'm warning you, they won't help. These people protect their clients. That's how they stay in business. Amara called the number every day for a week. It went straight to voicemail every time. She went to the hotel. I'm sorry, madam. We don't give out guest information. She even hired a private investigator with money she borrowed. He found nothing. The man was a ghost, and Amara was alone. At 3 months pregnant, Amara couldn't hide it anymore. Amara, come sit down. Her mother had noticed. Of course she had. Mama, you're pregnant. It wasn't a question. Amara burst into tears. I'm so sorry, Mama. I'm so sorry. Who is the father? I can't tell you. Can't or won't. Both. Amara took a shaky breath. Mama, that money for your surgery. I didn't borrow it from friends. Her mother's face went pale. What did you do? Through sobs and shame, Amara told her everything. The club, the arrangement, the man, the pregnancy. Her mother wept. My daughter, what have I caused you to do? You didn't cause anything. You were dying. I had no choice. They held each other and cried until there were no tears left. After weeks of painful silence, her mother finally spoke. We're keeping the baby. Amara looked up, shocked. Mama, this child is innocent. We'll raise him together, you and me. It won't be easy, but we'll manage. People will talk. Let them talk. God knows the truth. That's all that matters. And so, despite the shame and the judgment, Amara carried her baby to term. 9 years later. Mommy, can we go to the park today, please? Amara looked down at her son, Chidi, his face bright with excitement. At 9 years old, he was everything good in her life. Okay, let's go. At Freedom Park, Chidi ran ahead to the game booths while Amara watched, content. They'd built a good life, small but happy. Across the park, black SUVs pulled up. Eze Okonkwo stepped out, billionaire, 38, exhausted by his empty life of wealth without meaning. He wandered the park, watching families, feeling utterly alone. Then he saw a boy, 9 years old, laughing. Eze froze. That face, those eyes, this resemblance.